GM Cardano. I'm Lloyd Duhon. It is the 21st of November, 2023. Here are your top stories. Should I say goodnight, Cardano? Today's episode focuses on the new partner chain Midnight. So let's get started.
Wah!
In his detailed talk, Charles Hoskinson elaborated on Midnight. He emphasized the Cardano platform's evolution, highlighting its journey from the initial asset and settlement layer to the introduction of various innovative technologies like Plutus, Ouroboros, and on-chain governance.
There's a design philosophy that lives here that's very powerful. The goal is to gradually upgrade this system so that you make it the best place to issue assets and the best place for fast settlement.
Charles delved into the complexities of decentralized application development in the Cardano ecosystem, emphasizing the blend of off-chain and on-chain elements. He highlighted that DApp creation often involves using external oracles such as Chainlink, combined with Cardano's native tools for asset management.
If you're a DApp developer, maybe you're using Marlowe to do your settlement and do all your financial logic. All of your ownership stuff is kind of managed there. And maybe you connect your off-chain and on-chain stuff with Plutus.
A significant challenge arises when considering the addition of regulatory layers to a DApp, typically managed by off-chain providers for compliance with standards like KYC. Addressing this, Charles introduces the concept of the Cardano Service Layer.
We want our infrastructure over time to gradually decentralize. And so wouldn't it be cool if we allowed people to build service layers inside the system? So these service layers are basically decentralized infrastructure. They are their own blockchain. They have their own tokenomics. They have their own transaction logic. They're going to have their own network logic, and they're going to have their own consensus logic.
This approach aims to place Cardano at the center of DApp development, fostering a robust ecosystem of service chains that provide diverse capabilities, yet adhere to a unified set of Cardano inherent rules.
What we can do is bundle this in just the right way where they actually have a common ancestor so that they're in partnership with Cardano.
He also introduced a dual token model.
The dual token model basically says that you issue your deflationary asset on Cardano as a Cardano native asset. And this represents the control, the governance, the ownership of the system. Ideally, deflationary monetary policy makes sense there. And then you have another token that lives in the service layer, and that is effectively the fuel token of the system. And that can follow a different monetary policy, especially to give you predictable pricing.
Addressing the challenges of interoperability in a multi-chain world, Charles highlighted the importance of building bridges between different blockchain networks, ensuring that Cardano remains a versatile and adaptable platform.
We live in a multi-chain world. We also live in a world where interoperability is king. You have to have an interoperability strategy. The reality is Ethereum's not going to go away, and Bitcoin is not going to go away. And so you need some sort of mechanism of mechanisms to bridge and make other networks partner and care about your system.
DApp Central also covered Midnight. Charles and Iran joined Chris and Fareed for a ranging discussion. Melannie, can you tell us more?
GM Lloyd. In their conversation with Midnight CEO Aran Barak, he emphasized how Midnight is taking an integration-first approach to attract Web 2 companies to Web 3 solutions.
By having out of the box, Midnight already have relationship and partnership and integration with many of those other components. We are making it easier for customers to complete the journey.
Through collaborations across chains and legacy systems, Midnight wants to provide the tools for a smooth transition to Cardano-based blockchain apps. This includes developer APIs as well as dual token support on its network. While still early stage, Midnight has already seen significant interest, with over 1,500 teams signed up to build on its test network after launching at the recent Dubai Cardano Summit. Rather than positioning itself as competition, Midnight seems to be embracing an integration role to expand what's possible on Cardano. For GM Cardano, I'm Melannie Duhon.
Thanks, Melannie. If you have an important story that the Cardano community needs to hear, please use the GM Cardano tip line, gmctips@gmcardano.com, or send us a DM on X to our handle, GM_Cardano. For links to these stories, please check our show notes. GM Cardano is your go-to resource for the latest news from the Cardano blockchain. Your support helps us grow. Please like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Today's episode was hosted by Lloyd Duhon, produced by me, Melannie Duhon, and fact-checked by Lloyd and myself.
GM Cardano.